Are you tired of running out of money before the month even ends? Does it feel like no matter how hard you work, your bank account is always empty by the time your next paycheck arrives? You're not alone. Millions of people are trapped in the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, constantly stressed about making ends meet and unable to save for the future. It's exhausting, frustrating, and honestly, it can feel impossible to escape. But here's the truth, there is a way out. Financial freedom isn't just for the wealthy, it's for anyone willing to make a few simple changes. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to break free from the paycheck to paycheck cycle and finally start building the life you deserve. Living paycheck to paycheck doesn't just impact your wallet, it affects your mental and emotional well-being too. Constantly worrying about bills, rent, and unexpected expenses can lead to stress, anxiety, and even health problems. It forces you to make financial decisions out of desperation rather than strategy. You might find yourself relying on credit cards, taking out loans, or even skipping important expenses just to get by. And the worst part? It feels like a never-ending cycle. You get paid, you pay your bills, and you're left with barely anything for yourself. Then, before you know it, you're counting down the days until your next paycheck, hoping you can stretch every last dollar. But what if you could change that? What if you could stop living paycheck to paycheck, build real savings, and take control of your money without having to make drastic sacrifices? The good news is that you can. No matter how much you earn right now, it's possible to break free from this cycle and start living with financial security. It's not about making millions overnight, it's about learning how to manage what you have, making smarter choices, and setting yourself up for long-term stability. And that's exactly what this video is going to help you do. I'll be walking you through a step-by-step strategy that has helped thousands of people take control of their finances. From tracking your expenses and budgeting smarter to increasing your income and eliminating debt, I'm going to break down the exact steps you need to take to stop struggling and start thriving. So if you're ready to stop stressing about money and start building real financial freedom, make sure to watch this video until the end. Because by the time we're done, you'll have a clear, actionable plan that you can start using today to escape the paycheck to paycheck trap once and for all. Let's get started. What does it really mean to live paycheck to paycheck? It's when your entire income is spent on necessities, bills, and debt payments, leaving you with little to nothing left before your next paycheck arrives. It means that if an emergency hits, like a medical bill, car repair, or unexpected expense, you don't have the savings to cover it. Instead, you're forced to rely on credit cards, loans, or even borrowing from family just to stay afloat. And the cycle repeats every month, keeping you trapped in a constant state of financial stress. But here's the thing, most people don't realize how they got here in the first place. Living paycheck to paycheck isn't just about having a low income, it's often a result of poor money management, rising expenses, and financial habits that keep you stuck. One of the biggest reasons people struggle financially is poor budgeting or no budgeting at all. Many people don't track their spending, so they have no idea where their money is actually going. Without a clear plan, it's easy to overspend on things like eating out, subscriptions, and impulse purchases. You might feel like you're just covering the basics, but when you take a closer look, you'll find that a significant portion of your income is slipping away on unnecessary expenses. A lack of budgeting leads to financial blind spots, where money disappears without you even realizing it. And when that happens, there's nothing left for savings or investments, keeping you in survival mode month after month. Another major factor keeping people stuck in the paycheck to paycheck trap is debt. Credit cards, personal loans, student loans, and car payments all eat away at your income before you even have a chance to use it for your own financial growth. The problem? Most people only pay the minimum due, which means they're stuck in a cycle of interest payments that never seem to go away. Instead of saving or investing, they're handing over hundreds or even thousands of dollars every year in interest alone. Debt keeps you financially handcuffed, limiting your ability to build wealth and creating a constant sense of financial pressure. Then there's lifestyle inflation. This happens when your income increases, but instead of saving or investing, you increase your spending. Maybe you get a raise, and suddenly you're upgrading your car, moving into a bigger apartment, or buying more expensive clothes. These small changes might feel like rewards for your hard work, but they lock you into a higher cost of living without actually improving your financial security. Before you know it, you're earning more than ever but still struggling to make ends meet. And if you lose your job or face an unexpected expense, you're back to square one with even higher bills to pay. The consequences of living paycheck to paycheck go beyond just money. The stress and anxiety that come from constantly worrying about bills can take a serious toll on your mental and physical health. It can strain relationships, make you feel trapped in a job you hate, and leave you feeling powerless over your future. Financial insecurity means you can't take risks, invest in opportunities, or plan for the long term. Instead, you're stuck in a reactionary cycle, always scrambling to cover the next expense rather than building real financial stability. But the good news? You don't have to live this way forever. Breaking free from the paycheck to paycheck cycle isn't about making huge sacrifices, it's about changing the way you manage your money and making smarter financial choices. And in the next steps, I'll show you exactly how to take control of your finances, eliminate debt, and start saving more no matter how much you earn. Let's get started. To break free from the paycheck to paycheck cycle, the first and most crucial step is to track your income and expenses with complete accuracy. Most people have no idea where their money is going, which is why they constantly find themselves running out of cash before the next paycheck arrives. Every dollar you earn has a destination, and if you're not aware of where it's going, you can't control it. The truth is, small expenses add up quickly: grabbing coffee on the way to work, ordering takeout because you're too tired to cook, those forgotten subscriptions that auto-renew every month. Before you know it, hundreds of dollars have slipped through your fingers without you even realizing it. Tracking your expenses forces you to face the reality of your spending habits and gives you the power to make informed financial decisions. Start by recording every expense for at least 30 days, whether you use a budgeting app, a spreadsheet, or even a simple notebook. The key is consistency. Every dollar spent, no matter how small, needs to be logged. Once you have a month's worth of data, you can categorize your expenses into essentials like rent, utilities, groceries, and transportation, versus non-essentials like dining out, entertainment, and impulse purchases. Most people are shocked when they see how much they're spending on non-essential items, but this realization is a game changer because it allows you to pinpoint the areas where you can cut back. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about being intentional with your money so you can start saving and working toward financial stability. One of the biggest spending traps is lifestyle inflation. When your income increases, but instead of saving more, you start spending more on unnecessary luxuries. By tracking your income and expenses, you can put a stop to this and make sure that as your earnings grow, so does your financial security. Another crucial aspect of tracking your money is identifying patterns and trends. Are you spending more than you earn? Are there months where you're consistently going over budget? Are there expenses that could be reduced or eliminated altogether? Awareness is the first step to change, and once you have a clear picture of your financial habits, you can start making small adjustments that lead to big results. Cutting out just a few unnecessary expenses can free up hundreds of dollars each month, money that can go towards savings, debt repayment, or investing in your future. The goal isn't to restrict yourself from enjoying life but to create a balance where you can cover your needs, enjoy some wants, and still have enough left over to build financial stability. If you find that your expenses are exceeding your income, it's time to either reduce spending or increase earnings through side hustles, better job opportunities, or smarter financial planning. Living paycheck to paycheck doesn't have to be a permanent situation, but getting out of it requires effort and awareness. Tracking your income and expenses is the foundation of financial control, and once you master this step, you'll be well on your way to breaking the cycle and building a future where you don't have to stress about money every month. Creating a realistic budget is the foundation of financial stability and the key to escaping the paycheck to paycheck cycle. Without a budget, money comes in and goes out without direction, leaving you wondering where it all disappeared. The best way to take control is by using a budgeting method that fits your lifestyle, ensuring you cover your needs, enjoy some wants, and still save for the future. One of the most effective and beginner-friendly approaches is the 50-30-20 rule, which divides your income into three categories: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings or debt repayment. Needs include essential expenses like rent, utilities, groceries, transportation, and insurance, things you absolutely must pay for to maintain a basic standard of living. Wants are discretionary expenses, such as dining out, entertainment, shopping, or travel, things that enhance your life but aren't necessary for survival. The remaining 20% is dedicated to savings, investments, and paying down debts to secure long-term financial stability. If your current spending doesn't align with this breakdown, adjustments must be made to ensure you're prioritizing financial security over temporary indulgences. Another highly effective budgeting strategy is zero-based budgeting, which gives every dollar a job. This method ensures that every dollar you earn is allocated to a specific category, whether it's bills, savings, investments, or entertainment, so there's no leftover money that can be mindlessly spent. It requires detailed tracking of expenses and forces you to be intentional about your financial decisions. The goal isn't just to cut spending but to create a spending plan that aligns with your goals and prevents financial stress. To build a realistic budget, start by listing all your sources of income and then categorize your expenses. Look at your past spending habits to determine which expenses are fixed, like rent, loan payments, and utilities, and which are variable, like dining out, entertainment, and shopping. Identify areas where you can make adjustments. Maybe you're spending too much on subscriptions, coffee runs, or impulse purchases. Cutting back on unnecessary expenses doesn't mean eliminating all enjoyment from life. It means being mindful of where your money is going and making choices that benefit your future. A well-structured budget helps you prioritize what truly matters and ensures that saving becomes a habit rather than an afterthought. Too many people try to save whatever is left at the end of the month, only to find that there's nothing left. Instead, treat savings like a fixed expense by setting aside a percentage of your income as soon as you get paid. Automating this process by transferring money directly into a savings account can make it easier to stick to. Budgeting also helps prevent overspending by giving you clear spending limits. If you allocate a specific amount for entertainment or dining out, you're less likely to overspend in those areas. Sticking to a budget might seem restrictive at first, but in reality, it gives you financial freedom by ensuring your money is working for you rather than disappearing without a trace. Another key benefit of budgeting is preparing for unexpected expenses. Life is unpredictable, and emergencies happen, whether it's medical bills, car repairs, or sudden job loss. By setting aside even a small portion of your income each month into an emergency fund, you create a financial safety net that prevents you from relying on credit cards or loans during difficult times. The best part is that budgeting gets easier over time. Once you have a system in place, you'll spend less time worrying about money and more time making progress toward your financial goals. The key is consistency. Review your budget regularly and make adjustments as needed. If you get a raise or your expenses change, update your budget to reflect your new financial situation. At its core, budgeting isn't about depriving yourself, it's about having control over your finances so you can live life on yours. Building an emergency fund is one of the most important steps in breaking free from the paycheck to paycheck cycle, providing a financial cushion that protects you from unexpected expenses. Without savings, even a small emergency like a car repair, medical bill, or sudden job loss can throw your entire budget off track and force you into debt. That's why starting with at least $500 to $1,000 in an emergency fund is crucial. While this may not cover every possible crisis, it's enough to handle minor setbacks and prevent the need for high-interest credit cards or loans. The key is to start small and build up over time. Many people feel overwhelmed by the idea of saving thousands of dollars, but even setting aside just $10 to $20 a week can add up quickly. The sooner you begin, the sooner you'll create a financial safety net that provides peace of mind. To make saving effortless, the best strategy is automation. Setting up an automatic transfer from your checking account to a dedicated emergency savings account ensures that you consistently put money aside without having to think about it. Treat it like any other bill, just as you wouldn't skip rent or a car payment. Commit to saving a fixed amount every month. Many banking apps allow you to schedule transfers or round up purchases to the nearest dollar, depositing the extra change into your savings. Another way to boost your fund faster is by using windfalls such as tax refunds, bonuses, or unexpected cash gifts to strengthen your financial cushion. Instead of spending these extra funds on non-essentials, put them directly into your emergency savings. Where you keep your emergency fund is just as important as saving it. The best place is a high-yield savings account, which offers easy access to your money while earning interest over time. Unlike a checking account, where funds are easily spent, a separate savings account helps prevent impulsive withdrawals. Money market accounts are another great option, offering slightly higher interest rates while maintaining liquidity. However, avoid keeping emergency savings in investments like stocks or retirement accounts, as these come with risks, penalties, and delays when withdrawing funds. The goal is to have quick access to cash when you need it most without worrying about market fluctuations or additional fees. Once you've reached your initial savings goal, aim to build a larger fund that covers 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This ensures you're protected against bigger emergencies, such as job loss or medical issues, without falling into financial hardship. Start by calculating your monthly essential expenses: rent, utilities, groceries, insurance, and transportation, and multiply that by 3 to 6 months to determine your ideal emergency fund amount. If saving that much seems impossible, break it down into smaller milestones. Reaching $1,000 is a great start, but your long-term goal should be to build a robust safety net that gives you complete financial security. Building an emergency fund isn't about preparing for if an emergency. Debt is one of the biggest reasons people stay trapped in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, making it nearly impossible to get ahead financially. High-interest debt, like credit cards and payday loans, drains your income with massive interest payments, leaving you with little to no money left for savings or investments. The key to breaking free is aggressively paying off debt as quickly as possible. Two of the most effective strategies are the debt snowball and debt avalanche methods. The debt snowball focuses on momentum, paying off the smallest debt first while making minimum payments on the rest. Once the smallest debt is cleared, that payment amount is rolled into the next smallest debt, creating a snowball effect that builds motivation. The debt avalanche, on the other hand, prioritizes paying off the highest interest debt first, saving you the most money over time. While the avalanche method is mathematically the smartest approach, the snowball method works better for those who need psychological wins to stay motivated. No matter which method you choose, the key to reducing debt fast is cutting unnecessary expenses and redirecting those savings toward debt repayment. Start by analyzing your budget and identifying areas where you can free up extra cash. This could be canceling unused subscriptions, dining out less, or negotiating lower bills. Every extra dollar you put toward debt reduces the amount of interest you pay and speeds up your journey to financial freedom. Increasing your income is another powerful way to accelerate debt payoff. Consider picking up a side hustle, selling unused items, or asking for a raise at work, then commit all extra earnings toward eliminating your debt. Even small windfalls, like tax refunds or bonuses, should go directly toward paying down balances instead of being spent on non-essentials. Another important step is avoiding new debt while paying off existing balances. This means using credit cards responsibly or switching to cash and debit for everyday expenses to prevent further accumulation. If high interest rates are making repayment difficult, look into balance transfer credit cards or debt consolidation loans, which can lower your interest rate and make payments more manageable. However, these options only work if you're disciplined enough to avoid racking up more debt. Automating debt payments ensures you never miss due dates, helping you avoid late fees and potential credit score damage. Staying consistent with your repayment plan will create long-term financial stability, allowing you to break free from debt and take control of your finances for good. Increasing your income is one of the fastest ways to break free from the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and achieve financial stability. While budgeting and cutting expenses are essential, there's only so much you can save. The real game changer is earning more money, which allows you to pay off debt faster, build savings, and invest for the future. The first step is to evaluate your current job situation. If you've been in the same role for a while and consistently perform well, consider negotiating a raise. Many people underestimate their worth and never ask for a salary increase, even though employers often have room to adjust pay for valuable employees. Research industry salary benchmarks, prepare a strong case highlighting your contributions, and confidently request a higher salary. If a raise isn't possible, look into promotions or internal job shifts that offer better pay. Sometimes, switching to a different company or industry entirely can result in a significant income boost. Beyond your main job, exploring side hustles can dramatically improve your financial situation. The gig economy offers countless opportunities to earn extra income without quitting your current job. Freelancing on platforms like Fiverr and Upwork allows you to monetize skills such as writing, graphic design, video editing, or programming. Selling online, whether through print-on-demand, dropshipping, or creating digital products like ebooks and courses, can generate additional revenue streams. Gig work, such as driving for Uber, delivering food with DoorDash, or renting out space on Airbnb, provides flexible ways to increase earnings. Even monetizing a hobby, like photography or crafting, can turn into a profitable venture. The key is to pick a side hustle that aligns with your skills, interests, and available time, so you can stay consistent and scale it over time. Another powerful way to boost income is by investing in skill development. High-income skills like coding, digital marketing, copywriting, or project management can significantly increase your earning potential. Taking online courses, earning certifications, or even returning to school for an in-demand qualification can open doors to higher-paying opportunities. Networking with industry professionals and leveraging LinkedIn can help you discover better job opportunities or freelance gigs that pay more. If you're feeling stuck in a low-paying job, consider making a career switch to a field with higher earning potential. While this may require time and effort, the long-term financial benefits make it worthwhile. Once you start increasing your income, it's crucial to manage the extra money wisely. Many people fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation, spending more as they earn more without actually improving their financial situation. Instead of upgrading to a more expensive lifestyle, channel extra earnings into paying off debt, building an emergency fund, and investing for the future. Automating savings and setting clear financial goals will help ensure that your additional income goes toward wealth building rather than unnecessary expenses. The more you focus on growing your income and making smart financial choices, the faster you'll escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and achieve long-term financial freedom. Lifestyle inflation is one of the biggest obstacles to achieving financial freedom, and it happens when people start spending more as their income grows. At first, it seems harmless. Maybe you upgrade your car, move into a bigger apartment, or start dining at expensive restaurants more often. While these changes may feel like well-deserved rewards, they can keep you trapped in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, preventing you from building true wealth. The key to long-term financial stability is resisting lifestyle creep and being intentional about where your money goes. Just because you're earning more doesn't mean you have to spend more. Instead of inflating your lifestyle with unnecessary expenses, focus on using extra income to pay off debt, build savings, and invest for the future. One of the best ways to control lifestyle inflation is by maintaining a frugal mindset, no matter how much you earn. This doesn't mean living in extreme deprivation, but rather making conscious choices about your spending. Before upgrading your lifestyle, ask yourself if the expense aligns with your financial goals. Do you really need a new car, or is your current one still reliable? Is moving to a luxury apartment worth delaying financial independence? Small luxuries can be enjoyable, but they shouldn't come at the cost of your long-term security. The smartest financial move is to keep living as if you're earning your previous income while directing the extra money toward wealth-building activities. One of the most powerful ways to use extra income wisely is by investing it. Instead of spending on short-term gratification, put your money to work in ways that create long-term wealth. Contribute more to your retirement accounts, invest in stocks or index funds, or put money into assets that generate passive income, such as real estate or a side business. If you're unsure where to start, consider speaking with a financial advisor or using online resources to learn about smart investing strategies. The earlier you start investing, the more you can take advantage of compound interest, which can turn small investments into significant wealth over time. Another strategy to avoid lifestyle inflation is automating your finances. Set up automatic transfers so that a portion of your income goes directly into savings and investments before you even see it. This removes the temptation to spend the extra money and ensures that you're consistently growing your wealth. Additionally, consider setting clear financial goals, whether it's saving for a house, reaching a certain net worth, or retiring early. Having a vision for your future makes it easier to resist impulsive spending and stay focused on what truly matters. Ultimately, true financial freedom isn't about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep and how wisely you use it. By staying mindful of lifestyle inflation and making smart financial choices, you can break free from the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, build lasting wealth, and create a future where you no longer have to worry about money. One of the most effective ways to secure your financial future is by automating your savings and investments. When you rely on willpower alone, it's easy to forget to save or spend money on non-essentials instead. But by setting up automatic transfers, you ensure that saving and investing happen consistently, no matter what. The key principle here is pay yourself first. Before paying bills, buying groceries, or spending on entertainment, you allocate a portion of your income to savings and investments. This approach guarantees that you're prioritizing your future financial security instead of just covering immediate expenses. Even small automated contributions can grow into substantial wealth over time, thanks to compound interest. Start by automating transfers into a high-yield savings account, which offers better interest rates than regular savings accounts while keeping your money easily accessible. This is ideal for emergency funds or short-term financial goals. Most banks allow you to set up recurring transfers so that a percentage of your paycheck is deposited into savings automatically. This prevents the temptation to spend extra cash and builds financial security without effort. Similarly, if your employer offers direct deposit, consider splitting your paycheck so that a portion goes directly into your savings before you even see it in your checking account. Beyond saving, automation is crucial for investing. Contributing regularly to retirement accounts like a 401k or IRA ensures long-term financial growth. Many employers offer automatic deductions for 401k plans, and some even provide contribution matching, which is essentially free money. If you're self-employed or don't have access to an employer-sponsored plan, setting up automatic contributions to an IRA or Roth IRA can help you build wealth over time. Even if you start with just a small amount, consistent investing will allow you to benefit from compound growth. For non-retirement investments, automating deposits into brokerage accounts or index funds is a smart move. Many investment platforms allow you to schedule recurring deposits so that a set amount is invested each month. This removes the stress of timing the market and encourages dollar-cost averaging, which helps reduce the impact of market fluctuations over time. Whether you're investing in stocks, ETFs, or real estate, automation ensures that you're consistently growing your wealth without having to remember to do it manually. Another powerful tool is automatic debt repayment. If you have outstanding debts, setting up autopay for credit cards, student loans, or personal loans helps you avoid late fees, improve your credit score, and stay on track with repayment. Some lenders even offer interest rate discounts for setting up automatic payments. Once your high-interest debts are paid off, you can redirect those automatic payments towards savings and investments, accelerating your financial progress. Ultimately, automating your savings and investments eliminates the risk of human error, forgetfulness, or impulse spending. It enforces financial discipline effortlessly and helps you stay committed to your long-term goals. The less you have to think about saving, the more likely you are to succeed. By paying yourself first and making smart financial decisions automatic, you set yourself up for financial freedom and a life where money is no longer a source of stress. Developing smart spending habits is the key to long-term financial stability and breaking free from the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. Many people struggle with overspending because they don't have a clear system to distinguish between needs and wants. A need is something essential for survival and daily living: rent, food, transportation, while a want is something that enhances life but isn't necessary. The problem arises when people spend impulsively on wants, leaving little to no money for savings or emergencies. One way to take control is by practicing mindful spending. Before making a purchase, ask yourself if it's truly necessary or if it's just a temporary desire. By pausing and evaluating every expense, you can prevent unnecessary purchases and prioritize financial goals. One of the best strategies for controlling spending is the cash envelope system. This method involves allocating a set amount of cash for specific categories, such as groceries, dining out, or entertainment. Once the cash runs out, you can't spend any more in that category until the next budget cycle. This creates a natural spending limit and forces you to be intentional with your money. Another effective technique is the no-spend challenge, where you commit to spending only on essentials for a set period, such as a week or a month. This helps reset spending habits and reveals how much money is wasted on non-essentials. Many people find that by temporarily cutting out unnecessary expenses, they not only save money but also gain a new perspective on what truly adds value to their lives. Meal planning is another practical strategy to reduce wasteful spending. Eating out frequently or buying groceries without a plan can lead to overspending and food waste. By planning meals in advance and sticking to a grocery list, you can avoid impulse purchases and save a significant amount of money. Cooking at home is often healthier and more cost-effective than dining out, and by preparing meals in batches, you can also save time. Small changes like bringing lunch to work instead of buying it daily can add up to substantial savings over time. Tracking spending habits is essential for maintaining financial discipline. Using budgeting apps or a simple spreadsheet allows you to see where your money is going and make adjustments as needed. Many people don't realize how much they spend on subscriptions, coffee runs, or online shopping until they see the numbers in front of them. By reviewing expenses regularly, you can identify areas where you can cut back and redirect that money towards savings or investments. Breaking free from the paycheck to paycheck cycle starts with taking small but consistent steps toward financial control. First, track your income and expenses to understand where your money is going. Awareness is the foundation of financial change. Then, create a realistic budget using methods like the 50-30-20 rule or zero-based budgeting to allocate your money wisely. Next, build an emergency fund with at least $500 to $1,000 to cover unexpected expenses without going into debt. Reducing debt is crucial, so use strategies like the debt snowball or debt avalanche method to pay off high-interest loans quickly. Increasing your income through side hustles, freelancing, or negotiating a raise will accelerate your financial progress. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Just because you earn more doesn't mean you should spend more. Instead, direct extra income towards savings and investments. Automate your savings to ensure you consistently build wealth without relying on willpower. Finally, develop smart spending habits by distinguishing between needs and wants, using cash envelope systems, and cutting out unnecessary expenses. Now is the time to take action. Even if you start small, like saving just $5 or tracking your expenses for a week, these steps will lead to long-term financial freedom. The key is consistency and making financial decisions that align with your long-term goals. If you're ready to break free from financial stress and take control of your money, start implementing these steps today. Drop a comment below and share your biggest financial goal, whether it's building an emergency fund, paying off debt, or saving for a big investment. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more financial tips, and stay tuned for more ways to achieve financial success.